The Ryzen 7 5500U absolutely exceeded our expectations, racking up impressive benchmark scores and running noticeably smooth and snappy for the weeks we used it. It absolutely holds its own against the more expensive 2-in-1s running an Intel Core i7-1165G7, like the HP Spectre X360 15 and the Lenovo ThinkBook 14's Yoga, beating them both in several areas like multi-core performance, and costing much less as well. The one area where the X360 15 fell short was in single-core performance, where it scored 300 to 400 points less in Geekbench, PCMark 10, and other CPU's single-core benchmarks against the Spectre and the ThinkBook 14's Yoga. That isn't unexpected though, since Intel processors typically do better in single-core performance, but, as was the case here, AMD's Ryzen processors blow their rivals' Intel chips away by 2,000 to 3,000 points whenever multi-core processing or integrated GPU performance is measured. We were also surprised to see how well the HP X360 15's Radeon graphics handled both benchmarks and real-world use. No, you really won't be able to run the best PC games on the X360 15 natively, and without issue, but we've played Valheim with worse specs for sure. The X360 15 also made short work of our Blender benchmarks, chewing through both Fishy Cat and Classroom renders in less than half the time as the ThinkBook 14's Yoga, making the X360 15 a good option for creatives who are working with a really tight budget. Battery life is another area where the HP X360 15 2021 excelled. With a 51-hour battery, we expected it to make it through at least a full workday on a single charge and found it did a little bit better than that, making it just over 13 hours in our PCMark 10 battery test. This is a little under 5 hours longer than the ThinkBook 14's Yoga and about 20 minutes longer than the HP Spectre X360. It didn't do as well in our HD movie test though, making it just over 8 hours and 16 minutes. But this is only about 20 minutes less than the ThinkBook 14's Yoga lasted in its HD movie test. And 8 hours is still a lot of video, more than enough to last you through a transatlantic flight, now that those are starting to be a thing again. The webcam on the HP X360 15 2021 is decent enough, but with 720p, you're not going to be getting a fantastic picture with it. Shadows, highlights, all the other trouble spots that mess with image quality are going to be an issue, but it's one that's broadly shared with even the best laptops out there. There is also a switch the keyboard that activates a physical shutter over the webcam lens, so you can shut down your camera with the push of a key if you want to maintain your privacy. Unfortunately, the HP X360 15 2021 does come with a good bit of bloatware. Beyond the standard Windows 10 apps like the Xbox Console Companion and the like, most of the bloat is specific to the hardware, like the AMD Radeon Software Center and the Bang & Olufsen Audio Center. HP also pre-installs a bunch of its own utilities like HP Quick Drop and HP PC Hardware Diagnostics, which are of varying utility depending on your needs. The HP Enhanced Lighting app, for example, simulates a ring light on screen for when you are doing video calls or streaming. It's fine for what it is, but whether you really need something like this is an open question.